We wait for that every week. We wait for that woohoo. That is the beginning of the fucking podcast, man.
That's right. So we're just going to have some fun today. What we were going to do isn't happening, so we're going to do something else, and it's totally impromptu and fun, right?
Because that's the nature of reality. To be playful, it's to have fun. That's how we change the game. So yeah, we've decided we're going to do a bit of a card reading. Well, Kirsten's going to do the card because Kirsten's really good at cards. She's excellent. If you like it, you can book a reading with her as well. I'm going to do a bit of a psychic thing because that's what I do. And together, we're going to entertain you all, I'm sure. And we have to just say, for the purposes of this video, anything that we say or express is not medical advice. It's not to be taken as factual. It's for fun and entertainment purposes only. So with that out of the way, no further ado.
Yeah.
Go for it, Kirsten.
Wait. I do want to say too, predicting the future is not really like a set in stone kind of thing. The future is not set in stone. We're making it in this moment. So, what we're just doing is tapping into different timelines, the most likely timelines at this point, and it could shift just like that, boom, and be a different future altogether. So again, yeah, another disclaimer, I guess. All right, so let's go. So, and we are inviting people to post questions in the chat if they have any questions. So Sam, where should we start here?
I think we should do a bit of an energy reading for the rest of the month because I just think that's fun, and we'll just see what's going to happen because what a wild ride it's been already, don't you think?
Oh my God. It's been insane. I would say this is the longest year I've ever experienced, and it's only March. At the same time, it's like, how did it get to be March?
I saw something that it was like, it's like a little diagram on the Twits, and it was like, it showed you January to like September, and it was like a tortoise or something. And then like from like, I don't know, September until like December, like it flew. But I feel like it's done it the opposite way. I cannot believe we're in March already. Like the amount of stuff that's been crammed in, it feels like it's been the longest time ever, but also I feel like I've blinked and it's been over.
I agree. Very, very perfectly put what I was trying to say, less articulately than that, I have to say.
No, it was beautiful. It's just like to go around the house and stuff. I like to tell a tale.
You do.
I do.
All right. So the energies for the rest of the month. Let's just pull a card here and see what happens. I'm just going to do a little shuffle here and get it going on. See what we can figure out with these cards. We'll see what card comes up. Can you hear that? You hear me shuffling?
Ooh. Exciting. It's always a juicy moment when we hear the fresh shuffling of cards. We never quite know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
There's a sense of anticipation.
All right, here we go. Whoa. The High Priestess.
Interesting.
So that's an interesting card to pull. So what we've got here is the feminine energy, obviously. The intuitive nature of things. There's a lot of stuff under the surface here that's not quite coming to light at this time. Interesting. So this was a very deep question, Sam. Just the energies of the rest of the month. I think what this is saying to me is that the energies of the rest of the month are going to be a bit mysterious. There's going to be a lot of things that are percolating underneath that are not quite seen yet, but we're going to be able to feel them. And yeah, I think it's going to be a time when many people are going to really be diving into their intuition and trying to find answers that are perhaps not quite evident yet. The other thing I'm seeing here is really a rise in the feminine energies, which of course is something we're seeing planet-wide and have been seeing for quite some time. So that's what I'm seeing here. Sam, chime in with your excellent intuition And
I mean,
we
I won't
can
go that
widen it
far.
out here.
Yeah, me game. No, it is literally just for
I
fun.
would.
So take it with a pinch of salt. If it resonates, lovely. If it doesn't, put it in the bin and have a good laugh. But so as you were saying that, I was getting the word breadcrumbs, and it's almost like we're following this path, and it was like the Hansel and Gretel, you know, like we've been in the witch's cauldron, and we've left this trail of breadcrumbs, which is all of our experiences and all of our trials and tribulations, because I know nearly everybody had them. And it's like we've been in the hat, we've been through the ordeal, we've been through the initiation of the beginning of the year. And it's like we've left a trail of breadcrumbs, and we're like following this back. And so what I feel like it's asking us to do with that intuition again is dig deep into what we know. So we're looking at what's come before us, what gems of gold are in there, you know, what little nuggets of gold can you find, and that will lead you where you're meant to go. Because I do feel like this is like the whole year actually is a path of initiation for a lot of people, in varying different guises, obviously, because it's going to look different for everybody. Some people may have a massive and profound mystical experience, and other people might just be able to get a handle on what's going on in the work life. It's all good, you know, wherever a person is, that's amazing. But yeah, that's what I was getting. And I was also getting March 28th, 29th as a bit of a, what are you saying? Revelation again. I do feel like towards the end of the month, I've got to be careful what I say now. So there will be more political, I'm going to say the word scandal, but not quite. I feel like we're in the middle of a Shakespearean play. You know, there's drama, there's tragedy, there's love, there's lust. It's all going on. And I do kind of feel like on the world at large, there's going to be a lot of shifting still. Things coming to light. Maybe that isn't shocking, that's been expected, but maybe we've been waiting for a really long time. I don't want to touch on the files that we will not name, because, yeah, we did this reading at the beginning of the year, didn't we? And they said the topography was going to completely change, and within a week, there was like the guy that had got uprooted from his his place in his country. Is it murder? I can't remember his name. I don't really follow politics, you can probably tell, so I'm probably not the best person. But they, alas, yeah, they try the best. What else were they saying? So the receivership as well, like that's just been a theme, I think, from the beginning of the year. And I feel like we've feathered our nests a little bit, and the things that are going to come back to us in the form of the collective at large. So not just that this isn't obviously a personal level, but like the collective. So we're going to be in a state of receivership. So the things that we all put in collectively, infrastructure, you know, the way that things are moving around in the countries, the movement of energy, the transfer of, like, again, and getting cryptocurrency. There's a lot going on, and I feel like this is kind of like building. This is a month to build. I feel like the energies are saying, if there's something you want to do, have a little look and see if you can put things in place that are going to support that. I'm not necessarily saying that now is the time, but I do feel like it's a time of revelation. Generally, if you want to know something and you want to see where you're going, this is going to be the time to do that. You're muted.
Well, I didn't want you to hear me pouring my red baptism. So no, I really agree with that, Sam, because I feel like one of the things that's coming up with this card is being able to dive into your intuition and find those answers for yourself. And I think many more of us are going to be coming online in a whole new way with our intuition. So it's really, and like you said, and like I'm seeing here, I think we're kind of in the gestation period at this time. Like it's all kind of moving around down there and getting ready to come out, but it's still very murky. And so it is a good time to sit back and go within and really look at your intuition and really see, what's going on in here. Because we know what's going on out there. It's fucking utter chaos, isn't it? So stepping back inside and finding that peace, I think, is going to be a real theme for the rest of the month. So yeah, man.
I love that about the peace, because I think that's. I mean, we're probably going to do a bit of waffling. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. So this is where
that's
it's so
weird. Why would you ever do that?
Why would you bring? Get the pancakes and the fucking syrup. We're off. Right? Yeah. There's a big stack of waffles in common, because that's what we do. Yeah. Like just throw some like the peace thing though. Everything that we've been through, it's just. Does it disrupt your peace? How can you keep your center? And I know it's like the thing that we're going on about all the time. It's like the pause between the breath. Yeah. And it's like, spiritual teaching 101. So I'm sick of hearing it. But it's true. And like they're said for a reason, The whole point that, they're not just platitudes. It really is finding your center. And I think to do that, you need to really have a real good look at what's going on under the bonnet. And I talk about that a lot. And it's like, your life and your spirit and like, everything is a mesh. It's all in the field, isn't it? And if you look at it as being like all these intricate working parts and do a carb on it, which is quite funny because Kirsten will know why. And you see the bits that are leaking, or the bits, your energy, or where you're putting your attention in the wrong place. It impacts the performance of what's going on and how well you're able to tap in and how long you're going to go and how much mileage you're going to get out, you feel, and all the rest of it. And I think this is what we're being asked to do now. It's literally like it's the playground that's helping us through play and experience know ourselves more deeply. And to do that, what we actually do is we start to find this sense of peace within us, because we know that whatever's going on out there, if we can keep still inside and we can keep grounded and we can keep centered in whatever practice you're going to do. Because I mean, it's like Kirsten, she's always out with her bare feet on the ground. Like, I'm so jealous. She's got that lovely house. And I'm not jealous, by the way. But you know what I mean? And I love it for you, because you've got that lovely house and like all that ground, all those trees, and you can just go and connect with nature. But you don't actually have to do that. You can find that you can go and just find a tree at the park. You can put your feet in a plant pot if you really want to. Do you know what I mean? Whatever works for you, get back there. And that will literally, because I was talking about this to somebody the other day. It may have even been you, Kirsten, because I never remember what I say. But there was a post on the Twits again, and it was about the symmetry and the design of nature. And I always go on about this again, the waffles. But houses are square boxes. You don't see straight lines and angles in nature. It's not like a natural thing. And there's a natural coherence that you get from the shapes in nature, like the spirals and the curves. And it's directly dialed into like source consciousness, because it's a creation of that, So when you're in that place, it's actually impregnating your biofield with those natural frequencies that are bringing you back to coherence, because it's all about being coherent, isn't it? When you're out of alignment, because you're not in coherence. And that will help you keep your sense of peace and remember who you are, because I think this is another thing as well. We're all being asked, to go back to what really matters, which is nature. So, yeah.
Yes. I agree. I agree, obviously, because I have really made a point in my life of living in nature. It was one of the prime focuses of my life until I got here, and now it's the prime focus of staying in nature. But I want to say, sometimes you can't go out into nature, and when you can't, one of the techniques I use with my yoga students a lot is just to bring your awareness to your heart center, because really that's where our peace resides. And I've had people say to me before, well, I don't have any peace there. Well, you do. it's, and I imagine it as like a very still pond, maybe with some weeping willows dangling into the water, but a very still pond. And I can go there and immerse in that pond and find that peace. So a good exercise to do if you're just like, well, I don't know how I'm going to do that, is just bring your awareness to your heart center. And if you have trouble doing that, put your thumbs there or put your fingers there, put a hand there, because that will give you the physical feedback. And just bring your awareness there and just kind of sink into it and see if you can find that peaceful place. And you don't have to imagine it as a pond. You can imagine it as anything you want. It could be a glade in the forest. It could be just a really nice room with some nice velvet cushions and, whatever makes you feel peaceful. See if you can create that little space within your heart. And that is really helpful. So, yeah. That's what I have to say.
That's great. No, that's
all right.
And it's true, because I think it's all right. It's in like a shamanic terms, it's the heart cave, isn't it? Because you go into the center of it, and that's kind of where all the mystical, wonderful things are. And it's a portal, and you can access all sorts of places that that are amazing. So if you want to go into a journey in there as well, you don't even need TV.
Yeah.
It's true.
You don't.
I say that. I mean, I'll be honest. I have been watching a bit of TV recently. I get into I'm so ADHD. So if I start swimming, if I get like a complete, I either watch it and I'm like halfway through and going, I need to do my tax forms. Let's order the dog some food. I guess I'm just like, my brain's on over. But unless I'm like hyper focused, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. I'm going to watch 6 episodes all back to back and not even have a wee. No. Got to watch some more. So I've been watching a little bit of TV. Nothing mystical and magical, but it was there's a new thing called Young Sherlock, and I like a bit of a mystery, and it's like a period thing as well, because it's like the 1800s, and it's all very intrigue and a bit of murder, and it's great. So that's what I've been doing. But if you don't want to do that, you can go on your own personal journey into your heart cave.
You can. And sometimes if you want to avoid the chaos, a good thing to do is just turn. I mean, obviously that show's not about the chaos, but I know I actually said to someone the other day, well, you could just turn it off. They were talking about the news and, oh my gosh, it's so stressful. It's like, turn it off. I don't know.
What was it?
I'm not saying that it might not impinge on your reality, but I am saying that, very few things on the news have ever impinged on my reality as if I turned it off.
And if you've really got to watch it, just get yourself a big massive bowl of 2 kilograms of salt and just put your feet in there.
That's right. That's good advice.
Always bringing out the bowls of salt. Yeah. I enjoy a good salt bath. I feel like we're just something. We didn't really have a purpose today. We just wanted to do kind of like just wanted it to be kind of natural and just have a bit of a laugh, really, didn't we? But I think we want to capture what it's like to just talk to me and Kirsten, obviously when we're not high, because then we're coherent. Because there were times when we talk to each other and we're just like, yeah, man. And I'm like, the nature of the leaves. Like, the students is so amazing. And Kirsten's like, yeah. So it just we're not whimsical and we are whimsical, aren't we? We're not yeah.
I was going to say that's really, sometimes a lot of people think we're high when we're not. So I mean, we do tend to be quite whimsical even when we're completely straight. So there's that.
And I've not been high for ages. I've been staying off the broccoli.
Yeah, so there's that. All right. Well, do you want to pull another card? What question do you think? We haven't gotten any in the chat, but what do you want? What do you think, Sam? Is there another question we should?
What do we want to know?
What do we want to know?
What would be fun? What would be fun to ask? What
Fun
would
to
you
ask.
if you could like do a little cheeky, like investigating into anything just for the fun of it? What would it be?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Not the
That's a
moon though,
difficult
apparently, because then you get told off for that. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna shuffle the cards, and I'm not really sure. Because a lot of my burning questions are personal, and probably, it'd be like posting a picture of my underwear on the twit. I'm just not going to do that. Don't ask how close I came the other day, because I really was not well thought out. So
I'm gonna paint a picture of that in the style of David Hockney. Pink pants and a knife.
Well, it was a pretty picture. It was all pink, and I was like, "Oh, actually."
I love it.
Talk about walking.
I love it. Like with like the metaphysical fat podcast, we're going to post it, and it's going to be like, "Why are they talking about the knickers and the knife? What's going on?" It's like, welcome to 2026, baby.
2026, it's all coming out. The knickers are on display. There it is.
Dragging pink knickers through the streets.
There it is. All right. Well, so does anybody have a question? I'm coming up with nothing, Sam. You got to help me.
That's something about Donald Trump, because he's hilarious. What
should we? I don't even know enough about what's going on with Donald Trump to even.
I don't either. It's funny though. Shall we ask if Donald Trump has had a hair implant? I don't know.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. I'm not asking that. So we've done March. So we have an energy reading for April. I think that's a good one.
Yeah,
see what's coming up
for April. All right. So reaching into the deck.
We could do beginning, and then we could do. Oh, somebody's
beginning, middle. Oh, let's see.
Oh. That is some metaphysical shit, isn't it?
It is some metaphysical shit. I mean, we talk about it all the time. The holy shit.
Quite literally, the holy shit. It's better than the holy snot.
Which we also talk about.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, though, I just think that's probably, if we're looking at that in energetic terms, I would say that that is a sign of a deep unblocking. I had 3 men in the drinking to find the assholes.
I love it, Kathleen. Yeah.
Were they good looking though? Were they good looking? Were they?
Yeah, that was a good question. Were they good looking?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I want to know that too. I mean, if you're going to have 3 men digging in the dirt to find the asshole sphincter, you want them to be good looking at least, right? Or
at least have a bit of a bum crack on show. That's something exciting, you know.
Sometimes not, Sam. Okay. All right. Well, no, but we do, I think a lot of times what we're seeing in our outer world is really symbolic of what's going on in the inner world. So all of that is a message. So it sounds like you really have had a deep unblocking. Good work. Woo!
And it's better than actually having constipation, because to be honest, I've had spiritual constipation as well, which is horrible. It's a real thing, because everything is like I know I'm going about it all the time. But everything is information in the field, and it's all telling us stuff. And it's like, what is this secret message that the universe is whispering to me? And sometimes it's just like, you're full of shit.
And sometimes it's like, let's unblock this shit and get it all out. Woo!
which is what we're great at doing.
It is.
Thanks for looking at us. We are not on meds. Gone.
We're not on meds, and we do. Sam and I do have a saying when we're talking to each other: the shit, not real shit. But sometimes it is real shit, and if it's real shit, then we say, "Oh yeah, it's real shit."
Real shit. For the real shit.
All right. So moving along, we're going to do the energy of the beginning of April. All right. So let me reach into my deck here.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Woo.
What we got? Again?
I got the same, only upside down. Which basically means everything is going to start coming to light at the beginning of April, it looks to me like, because this is nothing hidden. This is, you don't even have to look at your intuition because it's going to be all right there. There's nothing hidden here. It's all coming out. Speaking of unblocking shit, it sounds like the shit is going to come to light.
No, it's not going to hit the fan. That's what we want to know. So whatever's going to happen on the 28th and 29th is leading up to that, I think. So we have some clarifying cards on that, I feel.
Let's have some clarifying cards. Okay, let's see. All right, we've got the Queen of Cups.
I knew you were going to pull that.
So the Queen of Cups, did you? Upside down. It came up upside down. So this is someone who is insecure and not a very nice person. This person, and they're in a place of power. Yeah. So I think we could stand for any authority that we see. I think what's going to come out, which is already coming out some, but oh, sorry, Kathleen. Here it is. It's up closer. She can't tell what card it is. The Queen of Cups upside down. So this really indicates to me that there's going to be some stuff that comes out about the authorities in our lives that really casts them in a very negative light, which I think we can already see that happening. Yeah, it's like, oh, tell me something I don't know. But it really looks like at the end of March, the beginning of April, that's really going to start coming to light. Do you want another clarifying card, Sam, or is that good?
No, we need two more, I think.
Two more. All right, two more. Let's see. All right. So now we've got the Five of Cups.
Yeah.
And again, it's upside down. So this shit is not going to be, this is going to be some ugly shit that's going to come out. It's some not real shit, possibly real shit, but this is going to be some really ugly things that are going to come out. And a lot of people are going to be really upset, but a lot of us are going to be really happy that this stuff is finally coming out. This is something that is going to, for the people who have been waiting, you know, and I know all of us went through that waiting. I mean, I'm over it now, but I'm probably a lot of us are over it now. But, you know, we're waiting and waiting and waiting, like starting in 2017. When's it all going to come out? When's it all going to come out? It's going to come out, and a lot of people are actually going to be pleased that this is coming out, but it's also going to be very difficult for the collective. There's going to be a lot of people that are extremely upset and in extreme.
We've lost you. Come back.
Coming out. If you're one of those people that's going to be really pleased about what's coming out, you may need to comfort some other people. You know what I'm saying here? Because there are going to be people probably in all of our lives that are going to be like, oh my God. But it's going to be a real beginning. It's going to be a real beginning. And things are going to really start getting better after this. This is going to be some kind of a point where it's like, oh my God, everything is just really messed up. And then there's going to be this dawn, and it's going to be like, oh, wow, we can fix this now. Everything is going to be coming, everything's going to be looking better after this. And I think people, it also looks like this is going to really start bringing people together in a much bigger way than they've been coming together. And it's going to be the start of something completely new that's going to be really hopeful and beautiful. But it's going to start with a bit of a jolt. So, get ready. And again, most of the people who are in our community and who are, probably watching this are not going to be that shocked by what's coming out, although they may be a little shocked. It may be more than what we even realized, but they're going to, and it's going to be like, oh, thank God, this is finally coming to light. Now we can fix these things. We can move on to something better. All right. I'm throwing it to Sam now. What you got, Sam?
Can we have one more card?
Oh, yes.
I've got
sorry, you
yeah,
said
I've got a thing going on. Sorry.
That's okay. And then we've got the magician upside. Every card came up upside down. The magician upside down, which is a huge misuse of power. So what is coming out is going to be about people really misusing their power. So again, going back to that Queen of Cups upside down, these things are going to come out, and we're going to see a lot of authority just be outed as abusing their power and as not being very, they're not having much integrity. So that's going to be the nature of what is coming out here. And like I said, it's going to be a new beginning, but this is going to be a bumpy new beginning because there are going to be a lot of people that are just like, holy fuck. This is all right. So is that good? Are you good with that?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I think April's going to be an interesting month. I'm with you on the institutions. I don't think this is going to be what people think it is, though. I think it's not the stuff that's already been outed and set under the carpet. I think the issue is that people have looked the other way and there's been no accountability. So what I was getting was justice and a need for that. But in terms of something that's practical, because I think the thing with revelation, the thing with information that's coming out, it's like, what do you do with it when you've got it? How do you go forward? How do you find people? How is change implemented, and how is that collectively? How do we achieve that? And I think, like you were saying, supporting people in the information that's coming out, but I feel like it's more to do with structures and the way things have been abused. So I'm thinking like I was getting local governments almost. So it isn't even like it's the top. It's like the smaller fish are going to be fried first, almost. The words I was getting was thrown under the bus. So I feel like there was a lot of illusion. There will be a lot of illusion. Some of it will be brought to light, but I don't feel like it will be done in full truth. And there's this underlying theme of needing justice for that. But I don't think April's going to be the month to do it. But I do think it's when the cracks are going to start to appear in the pipes, if that makes sense. Is there anything else? No, that was what I got for that collectively.
That makes sense. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Makes sense because no, go ahead.
No, go on.
Okay, it does make sense, and like I said, with everybody is going to start coming together now. We're going to actually start discussing what are we going to do about this? Because I know up to this point, everybody's just been kind of like, well, these people in power, they're in power and we can't do anything about it. And, no, we can do something about it. And I think what's going to happen is that people are going to start coming together and discussing this and saying, well, what can be done about this? Because clearly something needs to be done about this. We can no longer sweep this under the carpet and say, oh, it's just the way those people are. No, this is not acceptable. We need to fix this.
I'm getting the word Watergate. What capacity that is, I'm not sure. Yeah, whether they're just having a laugh or not, because they were showing me literal water pipes and cracks appearing in the water pipes and like little spurts coming out. Obviously they're like talking metaphor, and then I got the word Watergate. There's always layers, lots of layers. I really get this feeling like it's the beginning of something, like the tip of the iceberg, like there's been all this momentum, and it's not even going to be about like the files. It's going to be something completely different, like maybe some sort of abuse of like regulation, like companies dumping like fucking chemicals in the water, or lead contamination, or something weird like that. Again, it could be batshit crazy, so just take what I'm saying with a but I feel like this is what's happening, because it's coming apart at the seams, isn't it? It's like, it's like you have to see the fraying of the edges first, because the genes aren't just going to give, when you've been shoving all the fat lies inside as a big fat bum, and it's just like queen of analogies, obviously. It's gonna like fray a little bit first before your bum pokes out, isn't it? And all that, the crap doesn't show. So I feel like that's the point that we're at. Look under the surface and don't get distracted as well. And like we were on about that before, weren't we? About like the news and stuff. Like they will drown you in horror. They will fucking drown you in the horror show that it is. And then you will like wallow in like the misery of the human abyss. Just don't go there. Look at it, see it. I'm not saying don't recognize it, because that's just avoidance, but just you don't have to sit in there. You don't have to be dragged into the abyss of humanity. You can just move forward. Can't do anything about it. What's the point in putting energy in it?
Exactly, because that makes you feel helpless. You're just like, I can't do anything. And that I see that a lot with a lot of people who are really paying attention to this stuff. They feel so helpless. And, you are helpless to change the politicians, but you're not helpless to change your own life. And so it's stepping back from that and saying, okay, I can't control the psychos over here, but I can control what I'm doing and what I'm going to create. And the more we can join together and create things that work better for everyone, the less and less relevant all that stuff is going to be. And because they can't really do any of the stuff that they want to do without our creative force. And that is really what they're doing a lot of times with those programs, is they're farming our energy. They're harvesting our energy to help them create what they want to create. And so the way to deal with that is say, okay, y'all, you're doing what you're going to do, but you're not going to use my energy to create that. And the more and more people who do that and say, okay, let's take our energy over here and make something better that works for all of us, then the more and more that they will lose the power that they have.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be some sort of new craze as well. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's very wise, Kathleen. So, new craze, eh? What? So elaborate.
I don't know. Obviously, I'm just tapping into whatever comes in my mind, and it just like comes through like a stream. I was like trying to feel into like, because it's not just all about doom and gloom, is it? We look at like this. I'm really not the person to talk about this. Like some sort of new viral trend that's like tied on, I want to say, into some sort of music or entertainment thing. Maybe it's a game. I don't know. And I got for August some sort of new legislation or standard on banking.
Mm,
Like it's the way that
nice.
money's regulated.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't understand it. So
Interesting.
but I know. I should probably go away and look at this and go, oh yeah. What do you mean by this? Blah, 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 blah. Ah, makes more sense.
All
Yeah.
right. So
Would
do you want to, you
would
said you
anybody
wanted
like a
to,
card pull? What? Sorry?
oh, you said you wanted to do for the whole month?
Yeah, you can do.
The beginning of April. Do you want to do like the middle of April? And yeah, if you would like us to pull cards, y'all, for anything you any question you have, just post it in the chat. And if you're watching this on the Twit, it won't let you get in the chat, but you can get on YouTube and post in the chat there. Because you have to pay extra to have a chat on the Twit.
Do you?
You do. You pay extra to live stream, and then you have to pay extra if you want to have a chat on there too. But on YouTube, we do have the chat going on. So yeah, if you have a question, hop on the YouTube and ask us. All right. So are we going to pull for the middle of April now?
Yeah, let's do the middle of April.
All right, here we go. All right, so for the middle of April, we have strength. Now, this is the major arcana card, so it really has to do often with more spiritual aspects. So the middle of April, what's going to be happening is that we're going to be showing our strength. And the strength card is interesting because you'll notice this is not a violent card. This is not a card where you're having like strength the way that we're often taught strength is, the way that we're often programmed to think of strength, which is, you know, brute force. Ha! I'm really strong. I can punch you in the face. No, this sort of strength is the kind of strength that comes with gentleness. It's the kind of strength that comes with speaking your truth in a positive and kind manner. And that's the real strength. And what we really want to take from this is that the strength that we are going to be asked to bring to the table is the strength of kindness, the strength of gentleness, the strength of being able to speak truth without causing harm. So yeah, what do you think, Sam?
I think that was brilliant. And I think that was pretty much, I mean, when I look at the major arcana as well, it's normally something that's kind of set. It's not as malleable. It's more like a fixed event.
Yes.
And I just feel kind of with all the upheaval that's coming at the beginning of the month, it's tapping into that stability of your own inner strength, isn't it? Like you were saying, and knowing that you can weather the storms, and that actually strength doesn't have to be, you know, like you said, violent. It can just be like a firm but gentle no. You know, sometimes it's
Yes.
just knowing when to say yes and when to say no. Yeah, and that's kind of what I've got to say about that. I feel I keep seeing pictures of volcanoes in my head.
Oh my. Well, you did predict in our beginning of the year show that there would be some earth changes. So there may be some volcanic. Yeah.
It might actually be metaphorical though, to be fair, but we'll see.
It might be. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, go ahead.
They like to play tricks.
I know. They're tricksters.
Oh, they don't like that.
All right. So shall we go? Shall we go to the end of April?
Yeah, that's to the end of April.
Right.
Not that I want to be bossy.
This woman is bossy. Sometimes.
I don't know if she's pointing
Not
it.
always.
She's pointing over there. That woman in the corner that lives in
I
her
know.
house.
This woman is
Not me.
bossy.
Not
Well,
me.
you know, it's all right. So what I've pulled here is the Page of Wands upside down. So we've got the Page of Wands upside down. So the Page of Wands is usually a seed. So at the end of the month, we're going to start seeing the seeds of something new. And so obviously the seed has not come to fruition yet, but we're really going to start seeing that seed and seeing, it's also really indicative of really uncomfortable relationship with authority. So at the end of the month, we're going to see a lot more people becoming really uncomfortable with the authorities that we have looked to. And it's going to come into some sort of like, I'm not happy with this anymore. I'm not on board with this. And we're going to start seeing a lot more people becoming very upset with the authorities in their lives. And so that's going to be the seed that starts to grow into this continuing discomfort with what's going on with our authority figures, and the impetus to say, this is not acceptable. We're not doing this. We're going to do something else now. We're not having this anymore. So the events that are going to lead us up to this obviously are going to be, they're going to be throwing everybody into disarray in some way or another. But towards the end of the month, people are actually going to start saying, wait a minute. They're tapping into their strength in the middle of the month. And by the end of the month, they're going to be like, you know what? This is ridiculous. We're not doing this anymore. Let's do something about this.
Yeah. Yellow vests. No. Didn't say that. I did.
You did. You said it.
No. I'm not doing. No, it was a joke. It was a joke. Please don't go out in the vest with a picture because that's not what we advocate.
Yeah, we do not advocate.
Make a diorama instead. With a little cardboard guillotine. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna get.
We do not advocate beheading people either.
No. It's all in the interest of very dark humor. Do you know? It's just like I just wonder what's going on. I feel like it's like there's a platform for somebody to stand on that's going to say something that's revolutionary, but on the undercurrent of that, and it's not even just April. I think it's almost like the next George Floyd or something that's going to be kind of like this two opposing things that's going to be happening, and it's to dilute the movement.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost as this really inspiring person, almost like Martin Luther King-esque, that's just about to, or could even be out there already, underground having speeches and stuff. I just feel like there's lots of this going on at the moment, and Yeah, it seems very murky. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
With those little 3-letter agencies. Not that I want to say these seeds into the collective, but it's just what I'm getting. And again, it could be a complete horseshit.
Yeah. It all could. Yeah. That's interesting though, because that does sound like something that would be done in the interest of trying to keep things, trying to keep people from uniting, because
It's going
we
back
all
to the
know that
breadcrumb
once,
thing. Oh no, go on, sorry.
yeah. Oh, go ahead. No.
No, I was just going to say it's all the bread. It's like, literally like everything comes in the heels of another thing, and it's like there's so many stuff. It's like they've taken a big bag of like bird feed, thrown it all over the grass, and just seeing where it lands. And there's just stuff like going on all over. But it's so hard to do an energy reading for everything, isn't it? But I think,
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
I just get murk. Nothing isn't.
So,
Nothing is as
so
it seems. Yeah.
it's, yeah, and I mean, I think we can say that about our whole realm. Nothing is as it seems, but it's also it's taking us back to that, um, going within and trying to see underneath it. And I think, we are really going to need to get more and more in tune with our intuition as time goes on, because it is very difficult to discern sometimes. And, some things might sound really good emotionally on the surface, like they might, because obviously they always do things that will pick your emotions and make you, you know, outraged or upset, or even like, oh, I love this is perfect, and they will try to turn it to use it for whatever purposes they have, which may not be in our best interest. So it's really, I think, going to be a time more and more where we're going to have to step back from the emotions that get aroused when we see certain things and say, well, okay, I can see that this is making me feel this way. But rather than acting on that initial urge, like, oh, I'm so mad, or, I'm going to get a guillotine now, or whatever, it's
Yes,
taking
I'm
a
going to
step
bring my
back.
paper guillotine and I'm going to chuck this paper man's head off. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna...
Motherfucker! Ha! No. So what we're going to need to do instead.
we don't have anger issues at all. We're not bossy. We're not angry.
No, we're not angry. No, I mean, we are full of rage. No, we're not. Well, we kind of are, but
That's
we're
full
not.
of
We're
rage.
not
Our
acting
livers
on
are
that rage.
bloated. Need some
Um,
traditional Chinese medicine to run out our livers. No, I'm kidding.
Take a deep breath. We're okay. And that's really what we're going to all need to do, is just take a deep breath, because we don't want to act. Breathe deeply.
I'm
We
cackling
don't
now.
want
That's
to act
terrible.
on our first emotional impulse here. We want to take a step back and really look at it and really consider what is the best move. And it may not be, grabbing a pitchfork and a torch, and
Let's say something else
we
then.
may want to. We may want to.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna say grabbing something else then.
What did you think I was going to say to grab, Sam?
Penis, yeah. Why did you ask me? You know what I'm gonna say.
I knew what you were going to say. I just want to make sure that.
You just wanted to see if I'd say it, didn't you? That was what. And she
I
knows.
did.
She knows I've got no fucking filter, and I'll just say whatever. This is why I will never have a job in broadcasting. So, in the 5 o'clock news, the man was shot in the head with a giant melon bazooka, and his face looks like a vagina. Yes, that's right, a real vagina. No, I would say it. I really would.
She would say it.
I would say it. In
But
fact,
we're
if
going to
anything
go.
that you would like me to say, I will say it.
That's right. And we're actually going to set a new precedent for broadcast, because we're going to do the broadcast where we just say whatever the fuck we're going to say, man.
That's it.
In
Welcome
the
to the
interest of
fucking
authenticity.
news. There was a joke. There was a program on what was he called now? I can't remember his name. There was this guy, and I think he was called Simon something or other, and he used to go out and they used to do these interviews with him, and he used to interview politicians. And he was like, "This is the fucking news," and this is a bit of shit, and all this. Hilarious. Obviously, I don't do it justice because I'm not that funny, but yeah.
You are very funny, but you're funny in your very own way, which is even funnier. All right.
Do you mean funny thing?
No, that's not what I meant.
I say this quite far out loud.
Does. And I do too at the most ridiculous times when I don't even know that I'm doing it. I'm like,
do you know what we should do, Kirsten? I've realised, right, this is our niche, you see. We should be people. You know when people like want to go to a family dinner and they don't really want to go, so they take somebody with them to like disrupt it. We could be like literally the people that people pay to go with them to like big events, functions, family dinners, and we'll just ruin them. Yeah, hilariously.
You're right. That's an excellent idea. Yeah, we'll put that in the description if you want. If you want to hire us to do that.
Pay me to do that. You know, best be good food though.
That's true. All right. So, does anyone have any questions?
I don't think they dare.
They're not gonna. Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Not after that.
Don't worry. We wouldn't.
Would I still at your nostrils with their butter on? We said we were going to do a solution today, and the solution we have done.
And it's been fun.
It's been great.
All right. So we are predicting silliness and whimsy. And
that's the weather forecast is silliest and whimsy in the south. A slight chance of thunderstorms into the east. However, there may be snow because Aunt Mabel has left the freezer open. Good day.
All right. So on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up here. If we don't have any other questions. And I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for joining us today. And again, the future is not set in stone. These are just the energies that we are seeing at the moment. It could change tomorrow. And you can change it just by deciding to create something different and making a different choice. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. On the now moment, isn't it?
All right.
Anyway, yeah, on that whimsical
right.
and crackers note, anything else you want to add, Kirsten? Clearly not, because she's frozen. And look at her little face.
I'm back.
She's back now.
I hope I didn't freeze. Yeah.
You were back.
Hope I didn't freeze in a really. Of course I was. They never.
No, you weren't. You weren't running. I'm kidding. I'm pulling an egg.
I was like.
You was cute. You was just smiling cutely.
Oh.
Good. If mine's frozen, I thought the night weird face is good. I'd be like. I'm sorry. Just go on. Just end it. End it now. It's just getting painful. Go on.
All right. We love all of you, and we're really grateful that you joined us today. We hope you're having a beautiful Friday. And yeah, Sam?
Yeah, thanks for joining us. You've been a blast. We hope we've not ruined your life or your dinner, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye.